Well, good morning. It is Wednesday, June 22nd, and my morning started at about 3:45. Woke up and got a little breakfast in, got all the bags packed, and Pat from who's living in one of the boats at the marina is going to be coming swinging by to pick me up, and hoping for a nice, good, strong day to make it all the way into Mobile. We'll just kind of play it by ear, get down to Bobby's fish camp first, which is about halfway point. Well, she fired right up this morning, so it must have been a loose battery connection, or a little bit of corrosion or something, but it is just barely some sunlight going. I need to make my way to the lock before they shut it down for repairs. All right, made it to the lock. Sun is still not quite come out, but I followed in Mr. Hat, kind of followed right behind him for a while, just trying to be a little bit safe since it's not fully sunlight, but they are doing work on the lock in just like 15 after we're done. After we go through, lock's closed for like 3 hours, so had to make sure I got here before hit that snag. So Mr. Hat is the only other boat I have locked with other than 2 other tugs. Very odd. I know it's not quite peak season by any means here because loopers are, more up north right now, but funny that Mr. Hat and I, we've been kind of hitting the same ports, and he got caught up in Demopolis for 2 nights as well. So very kind of a cool story, but hats off to Randy there and Mr. Hat and the rest of the crew. All right, this is where I'd usually do the relive and kind of do the GPS, and it would zig and zag and kind of show the route, but it was such a long day that I figured I'd do a little different approach. So if we look at the map here, here's Mobile Bay, and Fairhope's kind of halfway down the bay, if you will. And where I started my day was up here in Demopolis. And so it's going to be one thing if it was just a straight line, but no. It's curve. It was 232 miles from Demopolis here, running down all the way through Coffeyville Dam and the Tom Bigby, all the way through all those curves to Mobile Bay, down here to Fairhope. So that was the route, that was the track. So I'll spare you all the GPS and just do some highlights along the way. Not sure how well that's coming out, but that is gorgeous. Wow. Waterfalls, there's the dam in the far background, the sun. That is gorgeous. Just a gorgeous morning here. Just a lot of glass, or barely a wind, but I love how it just reflects like that. Guess where I'm at? Can you tell? I am at Bobby's fish camp. So the story is, as I understand it, the Corps, when they did the canal and did all the waterway work, they wanted a gas stop every 100 miles. And so people signed up to be the gas stop. And that was back in the, as I understand it, the 80s. And so this was the designated stop. And Bobby set it up, and so there's some camping and some cabins and stuff, but it's the last fuel stop before you get to Mobile. And so I went ahead and grabbed some fuel and met Mark here, he's traveling on his own. He's got a pontoon with a kind of a little house built on it. He gave me a little tour. It's awesome inside there, just like a small little camper. Got everything he needs. What, now I'm what, Abraham Lincoln or something? Last lock to go through until New York, I think. I'm liking that. They're fun to go through, but and luckily, like here at Coffeyville, 5-minute wait right through. So, and yep, made the blistering run from Demopolis down to Bobby's, and then now I've got another 120 miles to the Mobile Bay. So gotta check weather as I get closer just to make sure things are good, but aim for Fairhope. That is coming out of the lock, and that is if you don't go through the lock. That would not be good, because it looks like one of those, you know, endless pools. Yeah. So we got barge meeting barge in a pretty narrow, relatively narrow waterway, and so I just got to hang back here, play it safe, not get in their way. It's about 1:45, and it's hot. Kind of a recurring theme of this trip for some reason, but bottle. And then just, you know, take a bath. It's clean water, right? Let's see here. I wonder if I'll fit. Huh, let's give it a shot. Plenty of room. Alright, well, got a big milestone coming up here. Behind me, it's the rivers, the bayou. All that's done now, because in front of me, it's Mobile Bay. And we're gonna have the freighters and the ocean or Gulf waves. A whole different style of riding coming up.
So, but looking forward to it. Love the glass. Never get bored of the glass on the rivers. But time to make our way through the bay. Gonna stay in Fairhope tonight and get some Z's. It's been a long day. Well, let's see. Over here in this corner, we have a container ship. Yeah. I got some rollers. And over here, looks like maybe it was another container ship that's emptied already. Gotta go. Wow, I don't think I could ask for better water to introduce me to the rest of the trip. This is probably as good as it's gonna get, but I will take it. Well, I made it to Fairhope. Plenty of time to spare. What, 10 and a half, 11 hours of riding. That's a long day. But only 6 inches of tidal movement here. So yeah, don't have to worry too much about the up and down. So just to recap the day there on Wednesday the 22nd, big long day. Before anybody gets too, if they notice, my lines were pretty tight there at the dock. Those are bungee lines, and there's at least 2 to 3 feet of give, so that's why they look so tight. There's trying to keep it off the pier there, but nonetheless, went out later that night and had a great filet dinner. Definitely earned that one. So and then to follow that up, then on Thursday here, the 23rd, spent the day working. So worked remote out of my hotel room, and now it's Thursday night, and I'm gonna go grab me a dinner downtown and kind of check out the downtown area.